समझ नहीं आ रहा अपने सैलरी इंक्रीमेंट का क्या करूं।
बेटा इतना क्या सोच रहा है? अपने म्यूचुअल फंड्स के एसआईपी का टॉपअप करा ले। दिस इज द राइट टाइम।
क्या? समझ में नहीं आया।
बेटा इतना क्या सोच रहा है? अपने म्यूचुअल फंड्स का एसआईपी टॉपअप करा ले। दिस इज द राइट टाइम।
अब समझा।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.
Over the next 3 months, the Narendra Modi government will take a series of consequential appointments that could shape India's defense and internal security architecture for years to come. From the military hierarchy to the country's premier investigative and intelligence agencies, the decisions will determine not just the leadership transitions but also the strategic direction of India's security establishment. The process has already begun with the appointment of Lieutenant General N.S. Raja Subramani, retired, as the new Chief of the Defence Staff (CDS), succeeding General Anil Chauhan, whose tenure ends this month. Amid intense speculation over the post, the government picked the soldier scholar known for his blend of operational experience and strategic depth. There were speculations all around that Navy Chief Admiral Dinesh Tripathi could become the CDS. There was also the name of current Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi being speculated. There was also two other three-star officers whose name also came about. Best was that the name of the IAF chief who retires, remember, only later this year was also being speculated. As per my information, the government has decided to go in for three-star officers for CDS and not four-star. The reason is something that we'll talk about sometime in the coming months. Now, Lieutenant General Subramani has served in key appointments on both Western and Northern fronts and currently functions as the military advisor in the National Security Council under the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. His elevation now opens up another influential slot, that is, of the military advisor in the NSCS, with indications that a recently retired army commander could be brought in. The second major military appointment has also been settled. Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan will take over as the next chief of the naval staff later this month, replacing Admiral Tripathi. Swaminathan was the senior most eligible officer in line for the post. With the top military appointments largely decided, attention has now shifted to the country's security and investigative agencies. One of the first major decisions due is the appointment of the next director of the Central Bureau of Investigation. Current Chief Praveen Sood completes his tenure on 24th May after serving since May 2023 and receiving a one-year extension last year. There is speculation within the official circles that Sood could receive another extension. The final decision, however, still rests with the high-powered selection committee comprising of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Justice of India Surya Kant, and Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi. The frontrunners for the post are believed to be Shatrujit Kapoor, currently handling the ITBP, that is the Indo-Tibetan Border Police, and Gyanendra Pratap Singh or GP Singh, the Chief of the Central Reserve Police Force. Now, Kapoor, a 1990 batch Haryana cadre IPS officer, took over the ITBP earlier this year after being moved from Haryana, where he served as DGP. He has prior experience within the CBI and has also handled anti-corruption wing in Haryana. Singh from the Assam Meghalaya cadre was brought in to Delhi in 2025 to spearhead the anti-Naxal campaign of Home Minister Amit Shah. Though he has not served in the CBI, he brings substantial experience from the Special Protection Group, the National Investigation Agency, and multiple counter-terror assignments. The tenure dynamics also matter. Kapoor retires in October this year, while Singh has a longer runway till November 2027. Will CBI come back in its old avatar? Only time will tell. June will bring another crucial transition, with Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi set to retire at the end of the month. By convention and seniority, Vice Chief Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth is a frontrunner to succeed him. An Armored Corps officer, Seth earlier served as a Southern Army commander before being appointed as the Vice Chief on 1st April, a move widely interpreted within military circles as positioning him for the top job. But then a final call on the next army chief is yet to be taken. Watch this space and I'll be back when he is chosen. At the same time, Southwestern Army Commander Lieutenant General Manjinder Singh is also due to retire, necessitating another key operational appointment. Also, if Lieutenant General Seth indeed becomes the army chief, then a vice chief has to be appointed and is likely to be an officer currently commanding an important corps. Perhaps the most consequential internal security decision will be appointment of the next director of the Intelligence Bureau. Current IB chief Tapan Deka completes his second extension next month. While he remains eligible for the final extension, there are growing indications that the government may instead move him into another strategic role and appoint a fresh chief to head the agency. Deka has already become the longest serving IB director since Bolanath Malik, who headed the organization from 1950 to 1964. Since taking charge in 2022, Deka has overseen a period marked by heightened counter-terror focus, Khalistan-linked investigations, and expanded intelligence coordination. If Deka gets an extension, this means that his tenure will end next June. That means we will have a new IB chief in 2027. If a new officer is appointed as the IB chief next month, then he serves his natural tenure till 2028 and could get an extension that will carry him through 2029 Lok Sabha elections. The likely contenders for the IB chief post are 1993 batch IPS officers Mahesh Dikshit, Ritvik Rudra and Arvind Kumar, all career intelligence bureau officers with extensive experience inside the organization. Given that all three belong to the same batch, those who miss out on the IB chief's post are expected to be accommodated in senior positions heading Central Armed Police Forces or other central security organizations. The final major appointment in this cycle will come in August when the Centre decides on the leadership of the Enforcement Directorate. Current ED Director Rahul Naveen first took charge as acting chief in September 2023 before being formally appointed as full-time director in August 2024. Unless granted an extension, Naveen is expected to return to his parent cadre in the Income Tax Department. He is likely not to get an extension, but then we will have to wait and see. Taken together, these appointments will effectively determine the leadership of India's military, intelligence, investigative, and enforcement ecosystem at a time of sharpening geopolitical competition, persistent border tensions, and evolving internal security challenges, besides changing political dynamics. Now, as I sit here before you, several of my colleagues are traveling across the country to get you stories that really matter, stories from the ground itself, and not sitting in the AC rooms or just searching on the internet. But all of this comes at a cost, and hence I request you to be part of the expanding print family by subscribing to the print. Follow the instructions that you see on the screen. This is Snehesh Alex Philip for the print.